Binkerbelle's Yarning. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and we are working on crochet ridging, or ribs. Now this is only one way to do crochet ribbing. We're doing front post, back post crochet. You're going to need those skills for later when we actually get into basket weave, which is going to be another squared another time. So you're going to start by grabbing your 7mm hook and your worsted weight yarn, or 4 weight worsted weight yarn. You're going to chain 31, then you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and all the way across for 30 stitches, and then you're going to double crochet in each stitch across back for 30 stitches. So now that we have 30 stitches in double crochet, we're going to start with our ridging. So our first stitch, we're going to chain 2 to give us our height. This does not count as a stitch. And we're going to double crochet as our lead stitch. Our next stitch, we're going to yarn over and we're going to do a front post double crochet. So front post means you go in between the stitches as opposed to in the top. So we're going to go in here. Front post means that the post of the double crochet from the row below is in front of your hook. So we're going to do 2 front post, 1, 2. That gives us our first 3 stitches. And then we're going to do back post. So that means that the post from below that we're working around is in behind our work. Just like that. And then close our double crochet. So again, yarn over, up through the back of your work, right here, and then in like that. Pick up our yarn, close, and then 1 more. So that's 3 back post double crochets. And we're going to do 3 front post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 back post double crochets. So again, in behind your work, yarn, there we go, there's 1, and again we're working in between the stitches as opposed to in the stitches. There's 2, there's 3, and then we're going to do 3 front post. All of our ridging for these 3 squares, so the Tunisian, the crochet, and the knit, are all 3 by 3 ridges. That's so that we have good stitch definition and we have defined texture. You see it's starting to take shape. We had 3 front posts, now we're going to do 3 back posts. Again, front post means the post in of the stitch you're working into is in front of your work, and back post is behind. And 3. And now 3 front post. 1, 2, and 3. And back post, 1, 2, and 3. Front post, 1, 2, 3, and we're left with 3 stitches here. We're going to do 2 back post, 1, 2, and then we're going to double crochet into the last stitch. Okay, no back post, no front post, just double crochet right into it. All right, that gives a nice even edge right along the top, right along it there. So our first and last stitch are always as regular double crochet. So on the opposite direction, I'm gonna chain again, give us our height. If you prefer a standing double crochet, go for it. There we go. Now where we did back post on this side, we're gonna do front post on this side. So we keep a consistency. So front post and front post. Okay, and these two are behind, as you can see. So we do back post. Okay, so again, that's in behind our work. Just like that. There's one. Hopefully you guys can see this well enough. And there's 3. And then we have front posts. So 1, 2, and 3. Just like that, see? And then we have back post again, in behind, 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can see our ridges forming. Okay. Very nicely there. So continue going. You're going to do a total of 19 rows. So that is 1 single crochet row to start after your chain, and we're closing it off with a single crochet that just closes all of your edges, and it gives it a nice clean finish. So 17 front back post rows and 2 single crochet rows. That's a total of 19 rows. So again, 31 chains, single crochet, second chain from hook all the way across gives you 30 stitches. Then you do your row of double crochets, again 30 stitches. Then your 3x3 front and back post. Okay, so it's a total of 17 double crochet rows and 2 single crochet rows for a total of 19 rows for this square. Now, as you can see, if you take a look at it when you have it with your other squares, here's our first one that we did. You can actually see that there's a difference in size, but when we get it all stitched together in our blanket, you'll actually see that it stretches out nicely. And it actually is the same size as our other squares. All right, so there is front and back post ridging for our Tutorial Tuesday block. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow for We Learn Wednesday.